Hello, everyone. It's Alexis here with Create Your Future. And today we're back with Ivan. Hey, Ivan, how's it going?
Hi, Alexis.
Hi. So you guys, today Ivan has a really cool success story that has a lot of components to it. And we're focusing today on time, how to put time on your side. And so if you're someone out there who feels anxious about their mental diet or anxious about it not happening in the right time, then this video is for you. And we have a lot of really juicy details. I'm so excited. So Ivan, just fill us in on the success story and the client.
Yeah, so I'm really excited because I had a client, and it was a recent, it was a couple of weeks that we've been talking about self-concept. That's what mainly where they're struggling. They wanted to kind of know what is self-concept. And to me, self-concept is basically, what it is that you believe about yourself, your worthiness. So we went and had like a little bit practices of like a little techniques and some homework here and there. So she actually contacted me again during this week to tell me that she has noticed a lot of shifts within her SP. Her SP is like, you know, slowly coming in back, and she's feeling the love, and she's getting the attention that she wants. And she was like really excited, but she was telling me, why is it that like when I see him, like I'm just so frustrated because I want the whole thing. Like I want the whole thing. I want the commitment. And that's kind of like a common thing that I see with a lot of clients and even ourselves sometimes too. That we are so focused on I want it now that we create a block with time. Time is like, and we have to know that time is on our side. We have to affirm that, time is on my side, you know, and time is only as much as you make of it. If you're really committed and you persist and you do techniques that you like, time is not a factor because you're feeling it, therefore you're attracting it quicker rather than like having to wait. So she said I started noticing a lot of like difference, and I when I ease up and I feel confident about myself and I don't focus on time, I feel like things come to me, but then they come to me and then I want it all. I go like, okay, well you could have it all, but you have to, not focus so much on the when and allow it to happen. Okay. So we went over some like certain affirmations about time. For example, one that I think is really good is time is always on my side. Because it's like important to tell people like, time is not a factor. Time is your friend. Make it your friend. So allow it, again, you could also like say to yourself, and these are just coming out of my head. Like I don't have anything written down, but like saying something like, time is never a factor to me because everything that I desire comes to me with such ease, stuff like that, and we make this, and I am worthy of having things show up immediately because I believe it, but truly believe that time is not a factor to you. And so one of the techniques that I share with them, with a lot of my clients, is kind of like a silly man's guide to manifestation. Because I also think I think it's very important for people to have fun with manifesting because it relieves a lot of the stress of like, when is it going to happen? How is it going to happen?
Right.
So you have to find the joy in manifesting. So, for example, and I practice this, okay? I actually do this. I like to run. So when I'm running, I say I'm stomping on all my insecurities or anything that no longer serves me. I'm stomping on it. I wore French for you guys today, so I could do like I'm shaking away my my problems and all my issues.
We're both singing, shaking away.
Yeah, we shake it away. And you start adding these things that make it fun, and make it exciting. And one of the things that also like this adds to the time aspect of our conversation today is when we like start focusing on other things, on the blocks, because it's not always just the SP, because the inner concept, you need to fix everything around you so that we could really get the full thing and not just the little bits and pieces. So when you're doing these fun things, you take your mind off a little bit of the pressure of like, when is it going to show up? When is it going to come? And it eases up your manifestation process. And I use it and I see I see results.
Right. Well, and I think it's really interesting of what you brought up before we got onto the video today about how we as coaches are doing all of these things. And then, of course, because I'm you pushed out and you're me pushed out, you brought up weightlifting because you like to run and I do a lot of weightlifting. So I have no idea how I must look to people in the gym in the mirror. But like as I lift weights, and I'm pretty focused, like I am always making sure that I'm doing like a segment intending or I'm intending for my body or there's something I'm focused on. Like I'm not allowing my mind to wander. And I don't know if you agree with this too, but like throughout the day, I really focus on, I have like segments of time that I focus on my intentions and then I do it again. Like like Ivan and I are doing exactly the same thing that we're telling you guys to do. We're no different, right?
Yeah. And I mean, what we say to you are the same tools that we use that we know have given us results, you know?
Yeah.
And what's important is that you need to make it yours. You know, we give you something, we give you an advice, we give you like an intention or an affirmation. You could switch it up. You can make, customize it to you because that's what's fun about manifesting, that you make it your own process, because
Yeah.
making it your own process makes it fun, puts you in a really good vibration where you're like, I got this. This is mine. Like, and then you don't even worry about it because you're like, it's mine. That SP,
Right.
you like, I complete my SP. My SP doesn't complete me. My SP,
Uh-huh.
he or she is not whole without me. So, we
Exactly.
have fun with it, and we
Right.
take pressure off time, and it
Mhm.
makes it easier. So it helps us not to spiral down. So going back to the client story,
Mhm.
that's one of the things that she started noticing is like, when I'm like spiraling down, I find that, she found her own ways of like having fun with manifesting, and she said to herself, like, I start laughing because I'm like, I look so silly, but then I'm having fun because it's like, this is me. Like, this is what I like to do. This is something I'm like incorporating. And also, it's not only about being silly, it's also about, doing stuff that you like and putting an intention. And you could even add an intention into your creativity, you know, put like,
Mhm.
I'm intending to, color this book if you like coloring. I'm coloring this book, and when I finish this book, like my SP is coming to me as fast as I color. Like asking
Uh-huh.
for those
Yeah,
things
I
that
love
are fun
that.
to you. It's you find some things, and I mean, enjoy manifesting because truly, when you realize how fun it could be and you release the stress out of it, it comes faster, and time is not a factor anymore.
Right. No, and I think it's really interesting to bring back to what you had just said about making it personal. And, we're giving you concepts on the channel and through coaching, we're giving you ideas, we give you intentions, give you affirmations. But the more that you can allow yourself to apply the teachings and to apply it as a personal process, then I think the quicker you get results, because that was a big game changer for me. Like I knew about manifesting, I knew thoughts created, but when I really decided to understand how my mind works, how do I talk to myself? How do I change how I'm thinking in a new way? And how do I make it like my personal process? That's when I had a huge breakthrough. And just because like we're coaches here doesn't mean we're any different, right? So I
Hmm.
think like using the tools, making it work for you, making it fun, like that's where it becomes effortless, where you're not trying to do something. You don't have to do something. And then it's not like, I have to go for a run. I have to do my intentions. I have to go to the gym. I have to affirm. It's like, no, like I'm going to the gym. I'm going for a run. Life is so good because I'm affirming, you know?
Yeah. And you
Yeah.
go to the gym and you say, you know what? I'm like, I am the hottest person here, and I could feel everyone looking at me. You start like creating these things
Uh-huh.
which build up
Totally.
your confidence, and it's like when I'm walking down the street, it's like everyone's probably staring at me because I am that guy. And you start like, have fun with it, and like don't put so much pressure. Like once manifesting starts feeling like hard, or you start feeling like crazy,
Right. Right.
he's not, like go back, go a little bit back. Your manifestation is still there. Your mind already knows what you want. So you don't have to continue to tell it what it is that you want. If you're sure what you want, you already affirmed it. And then what you do is like, okay, let me find stuff that works for me. Let me find things that like are gonna be fun for me, because there's so many techniques now that you don't want to drown yourself in them.
Right. Exactly. But then you kind of go nowhere because you're like, we talked about this. I did another video about like, you can do visualizing, you can do like 55 by 5. I don't know what they all are. The cup method, these different things that are like a thing to do. Now you can do all the techniques, but we know that if you're not on the right mental diet or if you're not affirming, then they don't really work anyways. But I mean, it's not, this whole process isn't meant to make life and living more difficult, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be, and with practice, obviously you have to put practice and you persist and you do all this, it becomes easy, to where like you have a thought and then you forget about it and say, oh, it's here, you don't even forget, and also one of the things that I also like to tell people is if you're already aware of things you manifested, be inspired by the things you've already manifested to inspire you for the things you're going to manifest. Go back and think about, oh, wow, I created this and this and this. So this thing, such as your SP, is going to be a piece of cake because if I've been able to create all this, I could definitely create this, but I just need to focus.
Right. No, it's so true because we're so led to believe that people are separate from us. And that story of separation really is the biggest lie because we're all connected. So your specific person is nothing. It's nothing greater than manifesting for a car or a house or for money or for, whatever you're focusing on. It really is all the same. We just have to realize that it is. And that through realizing that it is, it becomes possible. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So don't let time be a factor. You got this.
Exactly. I love that. We're going to leave you with that. Don't let time be a factor, guys. You got that. And like Ivan had said, I really love this intention is that time is on my side. So if you have your pen and paper, please write that one down. We can all use that because through time, we also associate to age and wisdom. And am I at the right time? Is my age right for me? It's like, yes, it is.
Yeah.
Time is on your side, right?
Yeah. With time being on your side, there's nothing matters. You could achieve everything. Just believe it. Believe in your words.
Believe it, believe it, believe it. You got this. Time is on your side. I love it.
We got it. We got it. We all got it.
We all got it. And we have our shimmies and we have our fringe and we have our stomping and everything. Make it fun. Yeah. Well, it's obvious, Ivan, that you know what you're doing in terms of guiding your clients to success and you know all the tricks and tips to get someone there, especially with this big thing about time. So like I always say, the link for coaching with Ivan is in the box below. And thank you for liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. And we'll look forward to seeing you in the next video. Have an awesome day. Bye, guys.